Salute. Salute everybody. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Shocking news. Kanye West, new woman, speaks about the real reason Kanye left Kim Kardashian. Yeah, shocking news. When I done my homework, when I researched the whole situation, I found out some things about Kanye and Kim's relationship. I found out some things about Kanye and Kim's marriage, as well as their family life. I found out some things that we all either didn't know or we skipped over it, or we didn't pay no attention to it. But before we get started with this demonstration, I want to send a salute to everybody that's catching this on the replay. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to everybody that's watching from the clouds. Salute to all my moderators. Salute to you, him, and her. And a big salute to all of my new subscribers. Let me read my disclaimer, my copyright disclaimer, and then we're going to get into it. Salute Nola. Salute Nola. Salute 80s baby. Salute Leslie. Salute Leslie. So let's read the copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. That means everything that you hear in this demonstration, everything that you hear in this video that I call a demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear, everything that we talk about, everything that's in the chat is allegedly. It's for entertainment and educational purposes. All right. So let's jump into this demonstration. Now, salute Sagittarius. I see you, Sagittarius. Salute Sagittarius. When we think about Kanye West, let me get my light. Move my light out the way, y'all. Give me a minute, y'all. Move my light. Okay. Now, when we think about Kanye West, all right, if we go to the beginning of Kanye West, and to me, even today, Kanye West goes down in the history book as one of the greatest producers of our time. Salute positive vibes. Salute positive vibes. He produced some of Rockefeller's classics, some of Jay-Z classics. He produced for many other artists. Did y'all know that Jay-Z kind of like passed up on Kanye? Sagittarius says, I personally have a soft spot for Kanye. Me too. Did y'all know that originally he went to Jay-Z, and he wanted to rap. He was making the tracks for them, but, he said Jay really wasn't feeling them. He really wasn't feeling them. He was like, nah, Yeezy, you stick to the tracks. We don't need you trying to rap. Well, Kanye kept writing his raps, kept making his little demos and whatever you want to call it until Dame decided, why not? We took a chance with everybody else. We took a chance with Jay after all the different record companies turned Jay-Z down. So why not take a chance in Yeezy? And when he took that chance in Yeezy, years later, Kanye West has some classic albums. Now, his personal life, his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, she comes into the picture And see, I'm going to take this time to do this demonstration, and I want us to cover the basics in a relationship. I want us to focus on the basics in a relationship. My opinion, a relationship between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or a man and a man, a relationship shouldn't be one-sided. Positive Vibes says the college dropout will forever be a hit. Facts. That's facts, Positive Vibes. But a relationship, in my perspective, should never be one-sided. I think that both people in the relationship, I think both of them should be the prize. I know in some societies, the man is the prize. Other societies, the woman is the prize. Some households, the man is the prize. Some households, the woman is the prize. In my opinion, in my perspective, I think they both should be the prize. I think when the man chooses his woman, I think that the man should look at his woman as he's receiving a prize. I think he should look at his woman as to say, damn, how did I get her? And it's not just based on the physical appearance. I think everything besides the physical features of a woman, I think her personality, I think her manners, I think her goals in life, I think everything, I think her soul, the inner being of that woman, I believe that everything that comes along with that woman, except her physical appearance, I think that man should be able to look at her and know that he won a prize. He should feel like, damn, how did I get her? Vice versa. Vice versa. I think that woman, I think when the woman look at her man, I think she should feel the same way that that man feels about her. I think that woman shouldn't focus on what profession he is, what career he has. I don't think she should focus on the money, although we know money plays a part. But I don't think, and because what happens is women can get caught up in just because a man has money, they look past his character, vice versa. I think the woman looking at a man just for his money is equivalent to a man looking at a woman for her looks. So I think they both are the prize. Now, when we look at, I want us to look at Kanye's and Kim's beginning. Let's look at the beginning, because a lot of people are caught up on, I ain't paying no attention to you, Positive Vibes. Positive Vibes says, shouldn't care if he bought. I ain't paying attention to you. A lot of people are only focusing on the end of their relationship, their marriage. Salute, Tracy. Salute, Tracy. And if you focus on the end, if you only focus on what you see at the end of the relationship, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to judge it unfairly, because most people going to look at it and say, well, she ain't need to be with Kanye anyway because he crazy. I mean, let's be honest. Most people that haven't really done their homework on Kanye West, most people are going to look at Kanye West as he's crazy. All right? Now, the reason why, salute, Raw, appreciate you for pulling up, Raw, salute. The reason why I want everyone to focus on the whole of their relationship, I want everybody to go back. Now, let's go back. Let's go back into time. what put Kim Kardashian in the public eyesight? Salute T-Shay, salute T-Shay. What put Kim Kardashian in the public eyesight? Anybody know? It was her sex tape that she done with Ray J. T-Shay says BBC, right. You know, so Kim was doing sex tapes. And what really blew her up was, what made her famous, what made her popular, was the sex tape that she had with Ray J. Right? How do y'all feel about that? See, her sex tape to me is equivalent to people looking at Kanye as Kanye being crazy. And the reason why I say that is because it's both an issue. They both have a situation. Now, Kanye, he looked at it like, okay, you coming in this, salute Marie, you coming in this, I'm going to accept you for who you are. Because even though we only saw the sex tape and we only know about the sex tape, we really don't know the type of person that Kim is. So Kanye could have saw something in Kim that none of us saw. Fast forward. Just because to some it seems like Kanye is crazy, we really don't know if Kanye is crazy or not. So why did Kanye and Kim separate? Why did they separate? All right. Now, and I'm going to be going to some clips real quick, y'all. Y'all just hold tight. I'm going to go to some clips. And I'm going to try to start from the beginning and then, you know, make our way to the endings of what's going on in their relationship. But why did they separate? Many want to know. Why did they separate? Okay. Now, another thing that we could take away from Kim, because remember, it's always two sides in a relationship. Now, this is what I was told. There's always two sides, and then there's the truth. I get what people are saying, but not necessarily, because just like there are two sides in every relationship or every situation, one of the sides might be telling the truth. You can't say that, oh, it's two sides, it's two stories, and then there's the truth. I don't buy that. I don't believe that, because he can be lying about the situation. She could be telling the truth. Now, if he's lying and she's telling the truth, then we don't need the third side. Salute Sophie, salute Sophie. But let me grab something real quick, y'all, because
the next decade.
All right, let's just start. Let's start with a little history of Kim. Let's see, because another thing. Let me just run it, y'all. Let me run it.
Kim Kardashian has stated that she believes she will only maintain her physical attractiveness for the next decade. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Kim Kardashian reveals her grand plans for the next decade, shedding light on her blossoming acting career and future projects in a captivating episode of The Kardashians. In a gathering with her close-knit circle of lifelong friends, Kim unveils some thrilling news. The reality star and fashion icon discloses her intentions to propel her acting journey forward, following her chilling portrayal of the sinister Siobhan Corbin in American Horror Story, Delicate. In a surprising twist, Kim has partnered with the talented Paula Pell, renowned for her work on Saturday Night Live and the hit show Girls 5 Eva, to pitch a side-splitting comedy feature to the streaming giant Netflix. I didn't even have an agent, but after American Horror Story, I was inundated with requests for meetings, Kim reveals to her friends. We spent an entire day visiting various studios, and within minutes, the phone was ringing off the hook with offers. Kim enthusiastically describes the upcoming film, aptly titled The Fifth Wheel, as a hilarious comedy in the same vein as beloved classics like The Hangover, Bridesmaids, and The First Wives Club. Pell, along with her wife and creative partner Janine Brito, has penned the script, and Kim will join forces as a co-producer.
Now, let's just look at Kim briefly, okay? Now, Kim came in the game. She came in the game on, and I'm just going to keep everything 100, and I don't mean to offend nobody with my choices of words, but in order for me to get to the point that I'm trying to get to, I'm going to have to choose certain words. It is what it is. Now, Kim came into the game hoeing around, all right? She was hoeing around. It's no secret. She was doing sex tapes. So it's no secret. It ain't like, Shank, you bashing her and woo-de-woo. No. I'm just calling a spade a spade. She came into the game hoeing. She was a hoe. She was doing sex tapes with R&B singers as well as rappers. I believe The Game, and I believe it's a few others that had sex tapes with her. Okay? Now, she came into the game hoeing, and she brought her family in, and she made it a family thing. She turned her whole practice into a family business. Are y'all following me? Let's go to some more.
As her friends express their astonishment at being kept in the dark about this momentous achievement, Kim confesses that she, too, was taken aback by the sudden turn of events. I never planned for this career, and I didn't want to get ahead of myself, she admits. I'm feeling incredibly nervous because I have to deliver. Every year, I strive to undertake something that pushes me out of my comfort zone and forces me to confront my own limitations. Her supportive friends, thrilled by the news, eagerly share that even renowned stars like Amy Schumer have expressed interest in the project. Encouragement fills the air as they suggest Kim take on even more audacious roles, perhaps even venturing into the realm of a female 007. All
right, I want to stop right there, y'all. I want to stop right there because I want to build, and I'm not taking from her. I'm not taking from her because I'm going to get into Kanye's dark side. Me personally, and I know it's not up to me. I know I need to worry about my own situation. I know I need to worry about my own relationship. But me personally, I love that Kanye and Kim was together. I did. My only issue, my only strike against Kanye was when he rushed the stage and, grabbed the award from, was it Britney Spears? Who was it that Kanye rushed the stage and grabbed the award from? That was my only issue with Kanye. I felt like that was very disrespectful, and I felt like that was very childish. However, I really ain't had no problem with Kanye, and I don't have a Taylor Swift. He grabbed the award from Taylor Swift. I didn't approve of that at all. I see you down there. It's me, Lisa Lee. I see you. I didn't approve of that either. But when I look at Kim, and I talk about it all the time. I don't look at Kim as being stupid. I don't look at Kim as being dumb. And that's why I gave Kanye his props when he, took on Kim as his woman, because I said, you know what? I gotta respect Kanye because listen to me, everybody. Kanye didn't wife up no dumb hoe. Kanye didn't wife up no broke hoe. Kanye wifed up a hoe that already had hers. So even in their divorce, she ain't milking Kanye for no millions and millions of dollars like so many other celebrities go through. You know? So I ain't had no problem with him wifing up Kim. Let me grab some comments, y'all. I don't mean to skip over no comments. Let me backtrack. Saget says Kanye should have settled for better, but it is what it is. Ann says she finally passed the mini bar. All she got to do is the final one, and she gonna be a lawyer like her daddy. That's why she has been had that White House action. And I want to talk about that too. It's me, Lisa Lee says she was all over Calabasas. Even the Jacksons claimed to have had her. Honestly, Kanye wanted that lady of the night. Sophie says the whole family, all hoes besides the model. It's me says boring. Taylor and says he should have kept the church thing going since he was filing taxes under that 501c3 to shade threw up the LOL. Sophie says Taylor Swift disrespectful and says he's the one who had a crush and a mission. Positive says it feel like Jay-Z, Beyonce put Kanye up to doing that. And says, well, that had a prenup as well. Tommy, salute Tommy says, yes, she is milking his, but he got it. It's me. Lisa says, no, it was her mother who made famous. So you think it was the mother that made her famous? Y'all think it was the mother that made her famous? I always thought, and I could be wrong, I always thought the sex tape pushed her and put her out there really in the spotlight. Saget says she should have chosen a different way to stardom and says she got a certain amount of money. Chat, okay, Eve. All right, let's go back to some more, y'all. Let's jump back to some more.
Sense that you require a reduction in Botox to amplify your emotional range, and unfortunately, I lack that, Kim chuckles. How can I possibly experience fear? How can I shed tears? Nevertheless, Kim asserts that this new venture into acting, despite its intimidating nature, aligns perfectly with her 10-year career blueprint. I can commit to one film per year, she explains to the camera with a playful laugh. I have approximately 10 years left where I maintain my youthful appearance, so that's the extent of my dedication, and then I'll take a hiatus. Kim's explorations in the realm of acting have encountered their fair share of criticism, the most recent being her involvement in Variety's Actors on Actors video series. The reality star engaged in a conversation with acclaimed Ryan Murphy collaborator Chloe Sevigny to discuss her role in AHS, Delicate, and although some viewers interpreted tension or questioned Kim's worthiness of being featured in the series, Variety's co-editor-in-chief Ramin Situda swiftly refuted those notions.
Now, what I will say with Kim, Kim was able, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, or y'all help build with me, but Kim was able to get some a pardon for some inmates. Can y'all help me? Kim was able to get some prisoners released. Sophie says, yep, I agree with y'all. It's me. Lisa says, yes, her mom was behind the making of the tape being made. Oh, Mom Dukes. Oh, Sophie says Kanye was innocent. Marie says, yes, the mother was Ma Ba Shank. Oh, so, see, I wasn't aware of that the mother was behind the sex tape. Wow. What do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of that? I mean, all right, I got one for y'all. Coming up. What do y'all think of that? Salute, James. I see you, James. Marie says facts. Positive says yes. She even had a show on the Oxygen channel. I remember. James, salute, James. James says, my mom used to always tell me a woman that's pretty and can't keep a man, something's wrong. That's true. That's true. That's true. Shout out to the pretty women that can keep a man. Tommy says her mama helped push the sex tape. Shout out to the pretty women that has a man. Salute 10 mil. Salute 10 mil. We're going to check out this one, y'all. I got something for y'all. We're going to check out this. Wow. We're going to check out this one. All right, let's take a deep dive into Kim Kardashian. And then y'all tell me what y'all think. And we're going to chop it up. Let's take a deep dive into Kim Kardashian.
We're all getting Kardashian fatigue.
That is so toxic. I just wish you didn't say that.
She is the worst out of the siblings.
Can't kick me while I was down.
I'm not interested in your rainbow color Birkin.
You've nothing to relate to. We're all blocking Kim Kardashian.
Kim is losing millions of followers.
She's not interested in.
Kim has sold her soul to Hollywood.
It's probably even harder for us because a lot of people are doing nothing.
After 6 years of marriage, Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from Kanye West in February of 2021. This was the beginning of a breakup that would play out publicly over the next 15 months, with Kanye making multiple attempts to win Kim back, while Kim would use the time to antagonize Kanye. For example, in October of 2021, Kim Kardashian announced that she would be hosting an episode of Saturday Night Live. Upon hearing this, Kanye gifted her a $23,000 fur coat to celebrate her accomplishment. However, once the episode rolled around, Kim took the opportunity to kiss SNL cast member Pete Davidson on live TV.
How many of y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember? Drop a 1 if y'all remember when Kanye gifted her the $23,000 fur mink, and then Kim turned around and kissed Pete Davidson. How many of y'all remember that? Drop a 1 if y'all remember that. Let me backtrack so y'all can hear it.
To celebrate her accomplishment. However, once the episode rolled around, Kim took the opportunity to kiss SNL cast member Pete Davidson on live TV. Rumors began spreading that the two were dating, and 4 months later, on Valentine's Day, they confirmed these rumors by going on a date to a pizza restaurant together. However, it wasn't just a regular pizza place, it was John and Vinny's, a restaurant that famously sells a Kanye-themed pizza called the Ham and Yeezy. Kim and Pete would post photos of them eating the Kanye-themed pizza on social media, and fans immediately noticed that Kim had worn the $23,000 fur coat that Kanye gifted her after she announced she was hosting SNL on her date with an SNL cast member to a pizza place that sells a Kanye-themed pizza. Kanye would actually defend Kim on social media by saying, "Don't have beef with Kim. I love my family. So stop that narrative. I'm not giving up on my family." However, Kim and Pete would continue to take shots at Kanye, with Pete famously getting the names of Kanye's kids tattooed on his neck, as well as sending Kanye photos of himself in bed with Kim. Following this, Kanye would...
Now, how many of y'all, do y'all think that was childish on Kim and Pete part? How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all think that was childish? How do y'all feel? Do y'all think it was childish for Kim and my man Pete to carry Kanye like that? What y'all think?
Take to Instagram and say, "I'm really concerned that Skeet will get my kid's mom hooked on drugs. He's in rehab every 2 months." However, after that statement, Kanye released a music video for his song titled Easy that depicts a clay version of Kanye West burying Pete Davidson and planting roses on his head. Pete would respond by being packed inside the gated community Kim Kardashian lives in, driving around in a golf cart with Kanye's kids sitting on his lap. Some fans speculate that Kim had paid paparazzi to take these photos in order to taunt Kanye, with some even theorizing that Kim's entire relationship with Pete Davidson was an attempt to have Kanye break down mentally so the Kardashian family could place him under a conservatorship. It's a little loose, but Kanye himself had shared screenshots of his personal trainer threatening to put a...
Can y'all see the screenshot? It says, "I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving, open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same.
Under one back in 2016, and the Kardashian family have links to Lou Taylor. Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Entertainment and the woman who allegedly convinced Britney Spears' father to place Britney in a conservatorship. Lou served as Britney's business manager from as early as 2008, the same year Britney entered her conservatorship, and even gave Britney's father, Jamie, a $40,000 loan just days before he went to court to place Britney under the conservatorship. Britney has since directly accused Lou of being responsible for the loss of her freedom, saying in her 2023 memoir that Lou was, quote, front and center during the implementation of the conservatorship that would later allow them to control and take over my career. However, Lou Taylor's name has a history of coming up when discussing conservatorships, with singer-songwriter Courtney Love even alleging that Lou tried to place herself in one, as well as Page Six alleging that Lou, quote, suggested Lindsay Lohan's mother should seek a conservatorship over Lindsay. To make matters more confusing, the Kar-Jenner family allegedly has a history of borrowing millions of dollars from Lou Taylor to fund their businesses and to cover their down payments on men.
How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that about them borrowing money?
Lou, quote, suggested Lindsay Lohan's mother should seek a conservatorship over Lindsay. To make matters more confusing, the Kar-Jenner family allegedly has a history of borrowing millions of dollars.
It says, keeping up with the mortgages. Kardashian family has borrowed $132 million in home loans to fund their property empire despite being millionaires. What do y'all think of that?
From Lou Taylor to fund their businesses and to cover their down payments on many properties, including a $48.7 million loan used to secure Kim Kardashian's $70.4 million Malibu mansion, and over $100 million in loans for Kylie and Khloe to buy houses, as well as kickstart various Kar-Jenner businesses such as Kylie Cosmetics, Kendall Jenner Inc., and Travis Scott's Cactus Jack Enterprises LLC. Some fans began criticizing Kim Kardashian after Kim publicly showed support for Britney Spears' 2023 memoir, a memoir that details Britney's negative experience in a conservatorship that allowed her father to control her finances for almost 13 years. And this allegedly happened after Lou Taylor successfully convinced Britney's father, Jamie, to do it, while allegedly loaning Jamie $40,000 just days before he signed the papers. The reason Kim was getting heat for this is because both Kim and the entire Kar-Jenner family have allegedly borrowed over $100 million from Lou Taylor's business.
Wow, we're going to come back, y'all. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. How many of y'all think? How many of y'all think allegedly that they family ain't right? Drop a one. Drop a one if y'all think that the Kardashian family ain't right. Drop a one if y'all think Kim is a witch. And drop the one. Because something, as you can see, you know, it ain't adding up. Positive, drop the one. Could it be? Could it be? And I think one of y'all mentioned it, or two of y'all mentioned it. T-Shay dropped the one. It's me, Lisa says they stole her, got woo. And says Kris Jenner was trying to do that conservatorship when he was losing it. James, and they dropped the one. Do y'all think that possible or allegedly, Raw dropped the one, they may have put a curse on Kanye? You know, do y'all think they might have put a spell on Kanye? Because Kanye my man now, but he been acting weird. He's been acting weird, like those damn boots. Like, Kanye, man, if you don't get your ass out them boots, You know what I mean? I'm just looking at him like, man. So, Ann says wicked witches of the West. What do y'all think? James says Ray J and Reggie Bush made it out. Ann says LOL and how he made that lady wear no shoes. Sophie says real wicked. Lisa Lee says Ann is telling the truth. They tried. That's why he married so quickly. I'm starting to think. Let me write this down, y'all. Let me, because it's a possibility. Tisha says the gatekeepers like Diddy. We might got something, y'all. He was like, F this. We might got something, y'all. Sophie says the family dealing with Diddy.
With some alleging that the money they received from her was money that had been taken away from Britney Spears during her conservatorship. This connection is what made fans speculate that Kim...
Salute Taylor XO. Salute Taylor XO. Somebody just said something about the conservatorship. Somebody just said that.
Kim's relationship with Pete Davidson was an elaborate attempt to break Kanye down enough to place him in a conservatorship of his own, giving the Kardashian family access to his money. However, after Kanye West released the music video for Easy that featured a clay depiction of Pete Davidson, Pete would claim to be in trauma therapy due to Kanye's harassment. And that same month, Kim and Pete would go their separate ways, saying,
like, they didn't even look right together. They didn't even look right together.
It was an amicable split and that the relationship had simply ran its course. Kim's entire 9-month relationship with Pete Davidson.
And I mean, just look at him. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. He looked like he definitely into it. He looking like I said before, remember about the woman being the prize and the man also being the prize? He definitely looking like, damn, I got her. She looking like, boy, you better enjoy this. And if you think about sticking your tongue down my throat, it's going to be trouble, trouble, trouble.
Was all about Kanye. From their first date, where they ate a Kanye-themed pizza in a fur coat Kanye had gifted Kim 4 months prior, to hanging out with Kanye's kids, getting their names tattooed on Pete's neck, as well as sending Kanye photos of them in bed together. Kim has since reflected on her relationship with Pete, saying on an episode of The Kardashians that she regrets it, and that she jumped into the relationship too fast. Back in 2022, Kim Kardashian purchased a Gulfstream jet for $95 million.
Whoa, a jet for $95 million? Woo, I gotta backtrack that, y'all.
Back in 2022, Kim Kardashian purchased a Gulfstream jet for $95 million. However, after receiving the jet, she reportedly outfitted the aircraft with custom modifications, including a cashmere interior and a second bathroom. These additions allegedly skyrocketed its reported value to an eye-watering $150 million. Kim's private jet, affectionately named Kim Air, has consistently come under scrutiny by fans for her gross display of wealth, as well as its negative environmental impact. According to MyClimate.org's carbon emission tracker, in 2023, Kim Air was responsible for dumping 5,857,600 kilograms, or just under 13 million pounds of CO2 into the atmosphere across 165 flights, making her the second highest offender in the United States, only second to Travis Scott, and ahead of people like Elon Musk, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Bill Gates. To put it into perspective, the average person globally emits 8,000 pounds of CO2 each year, meaning Kim's flights alone emitted 1,625 years worth of expected CO2 emissions in just 1 year. To make matters worse, some of the 165 flights she took in 2023 were just 10 minutes long and happened as often as 5 times per day. According to flight trackers, she once flew from Nevada to California, back to Nevada, back to California, then to Arizona, just to return to California all in 1 day across.
What in the hell was she doing? What the hell was she doing, y'all? Anybody got any ideas? What the hell was she doing? She took a flight from Nevada to California, back to Nevada, back to California, back to Nevada, back to California, to Arizona, back to California, all in 1 day. What could she have been doing? Salute 80s, baby. And says trafficking of something. I mean, and like you said, she's taking 10-minute flights, 15-minute flights on a regular. Y'all don't find anything interesting with that? James says plain fuel, not cheap. Exactly. Lisa Lee says Kim ain't shined since they broke up. It was Kanye's influence that got her into the fashion houses. He learned from his ex, Alexis, who actually studied fashion. That's when it came to Kim, my perspective on Kim, it was Kanye that pushed her out there. It was Kanye that blew her up. That was always my perspective. Ann says, I mean, didn't Kobe plane land in her backyard almost? Short flight, not worth it. That's interesting, Ann. That's interesting. We're going to rock out. I'm going to play just a little bit more of this. Then we're going to tap into Kanye. I want to tap into Kanye. All right? So y'all hold tight. Ann says, yes, he did take her to another level. Let's check out a little bit more of Kim. Then we're going to tap into Kanye.
3 hours and 48 minutes of flying. Fans couldn't help but notice the irony, considering her, quote, public commitment to environmental causes with her business ventures. For example, her brand Skims claims they, quote, only work with suppliers and vendors who we believe in and share a commitment to sustainability, accountability, and transparency. Skims also claimed that 10% of their Ultimate Nipple Bra proceeds would go to 1% for the planet, an organization dedicated to global environmental causes. Kim promoted this product by saying, the sea levels are rising, the ice sheets are shrinking, and I'm not a scientist, but I do believe everyone can use their skill set to do their part. That's why I'm introducing a brand new bra with a built-in nipple, so no matter how hot it is, you'll always look cold. Fans found this to be in bad taste, considering her private jet pollutes the environment more in 1 year than most people will in their lifetime. Despite this, in the first 3 months of 2024, Kim had used her private jet 15 times for flights that lasted less than 40 minutes, with 8 of those flights being shorter than 15 minutes.
Wow. Despite the growing backlash against A-list stars like Taylor Swift over their constant use of private jets, the reality star appears to have made no efforts to minimize her usage in 2024. In fact, the 24-year-old's aircraft has been used to make 15 trips since the start of 2024 that were under 40 minutes, with the jet spending less than 15 minutes in the air on 8 of those journeys.
However, these flights don't stop her from pretending to care about the environment on social media. For example, she's quick to show off the lack of plastic in her water fridge, where she only stores water in glass bottles and cardboard boxes. She was also happy to flex her wrapping paper-free Christmas, where she proudly used Skims fabric to wrap her gifts instead of one-time use paper. Kim's messaging is all over the place. She sells sustainable products, but then takes several vanity flights in one day just for fun. Then she brags about wrapping gifts with fabric instead of wrapping paper, before bragging about covering her 7,077 square foot home and 3 acres of land in fake snow for Christmas. Speaking of 3 acres of land, Kim was named as one of the largest wasters of water during the 2022 California drought.
The state of California is resorting to drastic measures tonight to combat a severe drought.
At a time when residents were 100% reliant on imported water from the Sierra Nevada mountains 400 miles away, and people were asked not to water their lawn or take long showers, Kim Kardashian used a staggering 232,000 gallons of water to make sure her lawn and garden looked pristine. To once again help put it into perspective, the average American uses about 90 gallons of water each day, and the average American household uses approximately 107,000 gallons each year. Kim Kardashian used more water herself during a drought than the average American household uses in an entire year. However, some people speculate that Kim Air is just another way for her to avoid paying taxes.
Did you guys know that Kim bought an $150 million jet to avoid?
Wow. Did y'all know? Did y'all know that Kim brought a $150 million jet to avoid taxes? Wow.
Taxes? Kim earns a reported $80 million a year, but because she is a deduction queen, she brings down her taxable income by writing off purchases as qualified business expenses.
Now, is that a crime? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? She uses tax codes to justify her purchases as qualified business expenses, which brings down her total taxable income. Does that make her a criminal? Does that make her a criminal? Or does that just make her smart? What do y'all think?
Which is what she did with her jet. Because of this tax code, she just had to prove that she used the plane over 50% of the time for business for it to be a write-off, which she does. I mean, they film the Kardashians on the plane, and I'm sure she holds meetings in the air for Skims. And this tax code says that you could write off vehicles that weigh more than 6,000 pounds. And if you're wondering how big of a write-off Kim got for her plane, 100%. That's because she bought it in 2021 and was able to take advantage of bonus depreciation.
In 2019, Kim announced to the world via the cover of Vogue magazine that she would be pursuing a 4-year law apprenticeship. However, she was quick to reiterate that she wasn't going to law school and was instead reading the law. In California, a student isn't required to have an undergraduate degree in order to become a lawyer, which is convenient for Kim because she doesn't have one. But they are required to pass the baby bar exam. This baby bar exam would become a storyline on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and an integral part of Kim's public image for...
All right, y'all. All right. We learned some things. Well, I learned some things that I didn't know about Kim. And I'm sure some of y'all have learned some things too that we didn't know about Kim. Now, we're going to go tap into my man Kanye. We're going to tap into my man Kanye. I see everybody down there. I see y'all comments. Keep the comments rolling. I do see y'all comments. We're going to tap into my man Kanye. There go the trolls. Moderators, y'all know what to do with the trolls. There's to be no profanity in the chat. There's to be no cuss words in the chat. Y'all could voice y'all opinion. Y'all could disagree with me. Y'all could disagree with the chat. Y'all could disagree. But we cannot use profanity. If anyone use profanity, if anyone use cuss words, they will be timed out. And if you keep on doing it, then I will just completely block you from being over here. Just respect the chat, respect the platform, and respect me. But we're going to tap into Kanye, y'all. Like I said, Kanye, my man. My only thing with Kanye was when he grabbed the award from Taylor Swift. Let's see what we come up with Kanye. Let's see. That's true, Ann. That's true. That's true. Salute, E-Back. Salute, E-Back. I see you, E-Back. Salute, salute. Salute, beautiful. Salute, Zena. I see you. I see y'all, beautiful and Zena. Salute. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right, so we're going to start with the issue that I have with Kanye. Let's start with Kanye snatching or interrupting Taylor Swift's VMA award.
The third man for Best Female Video goes to Taylor Swift.
Now, for me, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel. For me, I think that was disrespectful and says feels scripted. And says it feels like it was scripted. Drop the one. Drop a one if y'all feel like Ann. Drop a one if y'all feel like it was scripted. But if it wasn't scripted, I couldn't respect that. I couldn't respect that. Let's run it back, and y'all tell me if y'all think that it was scripted.
I was standing on stage and I was really excited because I had just won the award, and then I was really excited because Kanye West was on the stage, and then I wasn't so excited anymore.
Yeah, that's when, like I said, for me, I couldn't respect that. You know, I couldn't respect that. All right, let me jump to the chat, y'all. Leslie says, OMG. Ann says, he either wrote or produced the song he talking about. Tommy from the Still Swinging Podcast. Make sure everybody subscribe to the Still Swinging Podcast if you haven't. Tommy says, no, it wasn't scripted. He was drunk. And you know what, bro? This when I knew he wasn't all there. Leslie says, no. Ann says, LOL. Okay, maybe he was tipsy. Beautiful says, that's back when Taylor was humble. Positive says, crazy how no one stopped him either. That's a good point too, Positive. Nobody stopped him. Nobody jumped up there. Maybe they didn't want to act ghetto. I don't know. Maybe. Ann says, professional victim time if it's scripted. Ann says, right, Positive. They got a gang of security guards. Right. So for me, that left a bad taste in my mouth for Kanye. And let me find out. Let's chop it up some more about Kanye. Give me a minute. I'm looking for something. Give me a minute. Okay, now, allegedly Kanye is going to, well, he's going to talk about it. So we're going to check that out. We're going to hear what he has to say about the incident. Ann says, just like Will and Chris, LMAO. Tommy says, nobody stopped him because they didn't want to turn it into an even bigger scene. That's a good point, Tommy. That's a good point. So let's see what Kanye has to say about the incident.
And you just kind of, you disappeared for a little while, right?
Yeah.
So after we'll just get right to it. So after the Taylor Swift incident, we'll call it that, at the VMAs, you obviously didn't know that was going to turn into what it turned into, and then you, Mos Def came to you and said, get out of the country. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's a pretty bug out story. I literally left America. I stopped doing music altogether. I just took some time. I went to Japan just so I can get away from paparazzi altogether. And then in November, I moved to Rome and just lived there. And then when I came back to the States, I moved to Hawaii and lived there.
Wow.
Lived there for 6 months and just worked on music again.
I didn't know that part. I knew the other part. And when you went away, did you pay attention to the media storm that was going on after that, or did you just try to heal in some other way and figure out what you were doing?
I mean, what was good about going away was it was the first time that I got to stop since my mom had passed, because I never stopped and I never tried to even, soak in what all had happened.
Right.
Or it's the first time I stopped since I actually, made it, since I started.
Mm-hmm.
And it was time to, take a break and just develop more as a person, as a creative, and focus in more on my thoughts, my ideas, and what I wanted to bring, just what I wanted to bring to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just for your whole world to completely crash off of a moment of sincerity or alcohol, whatever it is, to lose.
Those don't usually go together, but yeah. Usually the alcohol rules out the sincerity part.
Yeah.
But was it that you had been drinking? Is that why you think I mean, there's probably lots of reasons, but do you think you just decided, I'm just going to get up and say something right now? And
I feel like in some ways I'm a soldier of culture, and I realized that no one wants that to be my job, and I'll never go on stage again. I'll never sit in an award show again, but will I feel convicted about things that really meant stuff to culture that constantly get denied for years and years and years and years? I'm sorry. I will. I cannot lie about it in order to sell records. I cannot, you know.
I hope you don't mean that. I hope you'll be in an audience again. I hope you'll perform at all the shows, and you're too important, and all of it is important in culture. You know, it's just an entertainment show. So don't ever.
I see where you're trying to go with it, but I mean, there are plenty of award shows. There were plenty of award shows, and there are going to be plenty more award shows where people are not going to win awards that you think that they should win. I mean, that's just how it goes. And for you to think that you're justifying it by saying, you know, well, the culture and, you know, that, like I said, shit, I feel like I should have won an award. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sure many of you that's in the chat, many of you that's on the replay, many of you that's watching from the clouds feel like y'all should have won something. It doesn't work like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know, the people that decides who wins these awards, those are the ones that makes the decision. And whether we approve it or not, I think that Tupac is the greatest rapper ever. I think he's the greatest rapper ever. But there are plenty of discussions and plenty of groups that put Tupac the number 6 greatest rapper, the third greatest rapper, the 14th greatest rapper. Now, do I cut a fool and, you know, ring the alarm and say, I'm doing it for the culture? Tupac is the greatest rapper. Illuminati 7 Day Theory was the greatest hip hop rapper ever. We can't do these things, is what I'm trying to say. We can't. Leslie says, right, Tommy. Positive says, award for the best. There, positive vibe go. Award for the best bald head. Man, I got news for you too, positive vibes. There are plenty of men that got better bald heads than mine. So I ain't fooling with you, positive vibes. Leslie says, I think Wes had a mental break when his mom passed away. Ross says, I agree, Leslie. And it could have been that his mom passed away. And everyone that lost a mom, myself is one, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough when you lose a loved one, period. It's tough. But Mom Dukes is your first everything. Mom Dukes is your first everything. That's your source. That's who gave birth to you. That's who carried you 9 months, 10 months. So to lose Mom Dukes, I can understand. All right. Now I want to go to Kanye and his family situation with Kim and the children. All right. For everybody that's in the chat roasting me, I'm laughing with y'all, but I ain't fooling with y'all today. All right. Bear with me. I'm coming, y'all. All right. I want to... I'm going to come to his family life. I'll come to his family life. But I want to stay with the controversy that's surrounding. I see you, Ashley. I see you, Ashley. Salute, Ashley. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I want to know if y'all think Kanye is telling the truth in this. I want to know if y'all think he's telling a bunch of lies. Drop a 1 if y'all think he's telling the truth. Drop a 2 if y'all think he's telling a bunch of lies and he's just talking to be talking.
What's up, my guy? It's good to see you.
You know what it is? We won.
Hey,
We won. Listen, we did number one. Number one, all over the world. You know what it is?
I heard you made $19 million off that Super Bowl ad, too.
Well, that's, the people have always wanted that, you know, and I went to different companies, and they would never let me bring it like that. It was always ways that they were blocking us from hitting the prices, so I had to leave from those companies, and, you know, I was two months, I'm gonna just be honest with you, I was 2 months from going bankrupt.
Really?
And I put everything I had into it. We moved to Italy, we moved to the factories, and we survived. We survived through the cancellation. We're back number one.
Do you think the controversy helped you?
It wasn't about the controversy, it was about the ability to say how you felt out loud. And if I didn't have the various skill sets of music and clothing and a fan base, they would have been able to destroy me. But because we had all those skill sets, somehow I'm here inside of this universe, able to fight.
You can't be destroyed with a penis.
Thank you. Love you. I love all the people that support it. And you know what I'm saying? We needed to have something that was Apple level. You know, where's the Apple level? It's just me and my bro Elon. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the streaming platforms removed you.
We number one.
Right.
We number one. You know, everything that they did only helped us. I like it. Remove us. I like simplification. Streaming platforms is bullshit to the artists anyway. Spotify would give us $500 million between all of us and say, work it about amongst yourselves. I'm like, what about Adele? What about Drake? What about Weeknd? What about Taylor Swift? What about me? They like, no. Doesn't matter how much any of y'all stream. Y'all got to work that $500 million. $500 million? $500 million? That's what streaming companies think of us as the musicians, and all the label owners just hand it over.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We ain't on that, bro. As long as I breathe, I'm here for all of my artists, all of my peers, and all the people. People get in the way. That's what the market does. They get in the way. The diamonds are infinite, but people make a market out of it and try to charge more. They make diamonds our girl's best friend. You see what I'm saying? They make the Twix bigger. They try to make us fat. You know what I mean?
We have the same people who resent your success based on some things you've said they disagree with.
That's the whole thing. They got the right to their opinion. I got the right to my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? We all have the rights to our opinions, but so many people will lose their jobs, lose their careers for taking the steps that we took. You know, we went down for like a year and a half. You know, people think that I got, you know, kicked out of Adidas for the tweet. We were having problems before. They were stealing my designs. They still trying to sue me. It's like, get right.
Right.
Quick, no, get right, be honest. Y'all gonna send me $100 million a year, then say that I misallocated the marketing. I was the marketing. Look at where y'all at now. Look at where we at right now. Y'all wanna play? You're not gonna have me not on the board. These companies, Gap, Balenciaga, they just wanna use the celebrities and have us be like the polo man on the top of the horse. And everybody knows, everybody felt what I felt. You know what I'm saying? I even said the apology and they still fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I said apology. Some of the stuff I was saying was true. So until y'all come up and say, yo, what he was saying, some of that was true, then go ahead with all that.
Do you take back any of the anti-Semitic stuff you might have said?
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew. So cool out. Until you do your facts, until you really do the facts with the fake indoctrination that y'all put into the schools and all that, you know what I'm saying? We're not following y'all rules.
I mean, just like calling death con on Jews, and that's like.
So far, Ashley says facts. Salute, Ashley. Ashley is in agreement with Kanye. What do the rest of y'all think? Drop a 1 if y'all think it's facts like Ashley. Drop a 2 if y'all don't.
Do you take back any of that sort of more extreme stuff?
You know what? For all the kids that love me, all the Jewish kids that love me, I'm sorry if y'all had to hear a grown-up conversation with us screaming at each other. But we got to a point where something needed to happen. Something needed to be said. Somebody needed to say something. Now, you're in an argument with somebody, you're not going to say everything the right way. But
James dropped the facts. And I'm gonna let it finish, but I'm glad that we're going over this because let me just let it finish, y'all. Let me let it finish.
it got to a point where y'all ain't gonna just keep running, stop calling me bizarre and impressed for all these years. I got to the point, how many more times are they gonna call me crazy? How many more times are they gonna give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I really have slight signs of autism from the car accident?
Let me backtrack. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to backtrack. Make sure y'all clean the wax out y'all ear. Get a pen and a piece of paper if you don't have a sharp memory and jot this down. He said that they were giving him what kind of let me backtrack. Listen to the man, y'all.
Medication that makes me fat off of in an argument with somebody, you're not gonna say everything the right way. But it got to a point where y'all ain't gonna just keep running, stop calling me bizarre and impressed for all these years. I got to the point, how many more times are they gonna call me crazy? How many more times are they gonna give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I really have slight signs of autism from the car accident? But then y'all gave me, you said whatever, just give them that bipolar medication. Y'all trying to kill the superheroes. But we here, we alive. You know what I'm saying?
People calling you crazy and misinformed.
What'd you say?
Your thoughts on the Palestinians?
I don't have enough information on that. I'm straight up from the south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have enough information. There's love for everybody, but don't pull me to that conversation. I got 14 kids dying every week in my city. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, y'all. Wow. I'm dying to hear your comments. I'm going to hold off on my commentary. I'm dying to hear your comments. I want to hear what the chat has to say. Ann says, bipolar meds. Lisa Lee says, he knows what they tried to do. Zena says, basically, Kanye is saying the devil industry has no new tricks. Beautiful says, I wish I could get some medicine to make me skinny. I wish I could get some of that medicine to take away this gut, Beautiful, so I feel you. 80s Baby says, Shank Rock, rub your head, the crystal ball, and tell us our future. The roasting don't stop, do it. All right. Salute Ron. Ron says, Hebrew belonging to the Afro-Asiatic language family group Encyclopedia Britannica since the 1800s. That's facts. That's facts, Ron. And says, there y'all go with these words. Why you throwing that big word up here? And no, I can't pronounce no words. Ozempic, I got it. Ozempic making people skinny. Well, I need to take some Ozempic because I'm tired of Beautiful and Miss Parker and everybody else roasting me about this damn gut. Beautiful says, man, Shank, he dropped some jewels. Now, that's my first time hearing that. He dropped some jewels. I'm going to run it back again. I got to run it. I ain't going to run the whole thing back. I won't run the whole clip back, but he dropped some jewels, y'all. Beautiful says, you got snack for days. That's why your belly there. LOL, should have got me a piece of cake. And says, LOL, it's a new diet craze in Hollywood, but it ain't safe. Then I don't want it, Ann. But yeah, I've been hearing about Ozempic. But did y'all hear him say that they gave him the wrong medicine for a misdiagnosis? Now, I'm going through that situation. I'm having that situation. Like, so I get it. And they do this. And they've been doing this for years. The baby, salute the baby, says, hey, yo, what we talking about? We talking about Kanye, the baby. I'm going to run this clip back since the baby is just pulling up. The baby, tell me if you think what Kanye, and for everyone that's just pulled up with the baby, tell me if y'all think Kanye is kicking facts. Tell me if y'all think he's just out of his mind. Check it out, the baby, and all the new people that just pulled up. Let me know if y'all think Kanye is dropping facts or if he's just out of his mind.
I said apology. Some of the stuff I was saying was true. So until y'all come up and say, yo, what he was saying, some of that was true, then go ahead with all that.
Do you take back any of the anti-Semitic stuff you might have said?
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew. So cool out. Until you do your facts, until you really do the facts of the fake indoctrination that y'all put into the schools and all that, you know what I'm saying? We're not following y'all rules.
I mean, just like calling DEFCON on Jews and that sort of, like, you take back any of that sort of more extreme stuff.
You know what? For all the kids that love me, all the Jewish kids that love me, I'm sorry if y'all had to hear a grown-up conversation with us screaming at each other. But we got to a point where something needed to happen. Something needed to be said. Somebody needed to say something. Now, you're in an argument with somebody, you're not going to say everything the right way. But it got to a point where y'all ain't going to just keep running, stop calling me bizarre and press for all these years. I got to the point, how many more times they're going to call me crazy? How many more times are they going to give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I really have slight signs of autism from the car accident? But then y'all gave me, you say, whatever, just give them that bipolar medication. Y'all try to kill the superheroes. But we here, we alive. You know what I'm saying?
People calling you crazy and misinformed.
What'd you say?
Your thoughts on the Palestinians?
I don't have enough information on that. I'm straight up from south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have enough information. There's love for everybody, but don't pull me to that conversation. I got 14 kids dying every week in my city. You know what I'm saying?
I want y'all to listen to me. I want y'all to listen to me and pay attention. Kanye's comments about the Jews is no different from a white person, a Caucasian person, giving a comment about black people that act ghetto. Not all black people act ghetto. That's not what I'm saying. But because he made the statement, and the statement that he made was a statement that was correcting the Jewish people that said that they were offended by him, it's no different from a Caucasian, and this happens. And this happens a lot of times. A Caucasian person, a white person will give a comment about a black person, and the Caucasian can be telling the God-honest truth. But because it's coming from a Caucasian, a black person usually won't accept. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. A black person usually won't accept the truth coming from a Caucasian just because he's a Caucasian. And the black person can't get past the 400 plus years of slavery that was inflicted on us by the Caucasian. But at the end of the day, just because we were slaves, just because we went through slavery, that doesn't justify why we act ignorant today. I can't go out. I can't go out and break the law. I can't go out and commit crimes. And then when I get arrested, I can't stand in front of the judge. I can't stand in front of a courtroom and base my behavior off of slavery. So for the Jews, you can't base just because Kanye is a black man and like he don't know what he's talking about. Because, I mean, it's a fact. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole with this, but it's a fact. The whole world knows it's a fact. The original Jews is us. The original Hebrews is us. That's another demonstration. Let me jump to the chat. The baby says, for me, ye is talking facts. Okay. Tisha says, I hate to say it, but they say he sold his soul. Gotta be like Cat with and stand in your own right. And that's what we gotta focus on. Why is it those, the black folks that stand up? Why is it that it's always, oh, they crazy. Oh, this, that, oh, woo, 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 woo. Why is it when a white person helps black people, why do the white people get called an end lover? Why? But I don't want this to be about race. I'm just, touching off on a few things. But I'm gonna go to his family life because I want to tap into Kanye's family life, and then we're going to end the actual demonstration with his new woman, what she had to say about the relationship. Allegedly, I'll give y'all just a little piece, but allegedly she said the reason why he left Kim was because Kim had all the BBLs, all the plastic surgeries, so forth and so forth. But we're going to get to that. And I won't hold y'all that much longer. Just bear with me for a few. Michaela says, salute Michaela. Michaela says Miss Jackie passed away from a body surgery. And not that it matters because I feel like for the women that are going to get the BBLs and for the women that, is going to get the plastic surgery and things of that nature, I'm just going to say this. Like I said, not that it matters, because once your mind is made up, your mind is made up. But let me just tell y'all, and I know that a lot of y'all don't get it for us men, but I do know a lot of y'all do get it for us men. Trust me, men. A man loves you better naturally. Us men, we would rather have y'all naturally. The majority of us men would rather have a woman that's natural. It is what it is. Lisa Lee says, so you saying he didn't like the surgery body? I don't believe that. Thomas, salute Thomas. Thomas says, the man is not crazy. You don't become crazy being a billionaire, bro. You ain't crazy. Michaela says, the girl from that Nick Cannon show, that one of the guy was dating. Johnny S says, that is true. Let's go to his family, y'all, because we're going to wrap it up. All right. All right, let's see what Kanye's family life is about. Ron says, hey, brother, you're doing a great job bringing out the facts. Appreciate that, Ron. I appreciate that, Ron, and I appreciate you for pulling up and subscribing to the channel. Let's check out Kanye's family life. Okay, Lauren says, I lost my job as a CEO by helping someone get sober. Oh, come on, man. All right, let's check out his family life.
And she'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out. He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment. And she'll start crying. Why don't you have an apartment? I can't believe we don't have an apartment.
Kim Kardashian says her daughter North prefers living with her dad, Kanye West.
What's going on?
It all goes down on the latest episode of Hulu's The Kardashians as Kim vents to her sister Kourtney about mom life.
Having kids, it's just, there's no way to describe it, but it's a lot.
The reality star is a mom to 4 kids whom she co-parents with her ex, 10-year-old North, 7-year-old Saint, 5-year-old Chicago, and 4-year-old Psalm. And according to Kim, their eldest daughter would rather stay at her dad's place over Kim's.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And it's no disrespect to Kim. It's not to take away from Kim, because I'm sure that the daughter loves Kim and loves the mommy as well. So it's not to say that, I don't think that she's referring it to in a way that she's saying that, you know, her daughter thinks she's a bad mother or an unfit mother, but the daughter would just prefer to live with the father. And I got daddy daughters. I got some daughters that, man, no matter where I go at, they right there clinging on to me. So that's good, though. That's good. The girl, she's a daddy's girl.
She definitely has Kanye's outgoing personality and will say whatever is on her mind, no matter what it is or who it might offend. And then she's also really calm and sweet, like me sometimes. North, she'll go to her dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best. And she'll start crying. Why don't you have an apartment? I can't believe we don't have an apartment.
It's something Kourtney, who shares 3 kiddos, 13-year-old Mason, 11-year-old Penelope, and 8-year-old Rain with her ex, Scott Disick, can relate to.
They do that at Scott's too. Like, Dad has the best house. Your house sucks. He has the best house. It's not super big. The vibe's better. I feel like everything falls on the parent that's like more involved.
I think you just gotta figure out really what's important to you at the end of the day.
But like, we make our own food. That's amazing that you make ramen. You know, like great. You know, that you boil water and pour it onto some noodles.
After all that, Kim spends some much-needed one-on-one time with North.
I want to make sure each kid gets so much of my attention.
And the Skims founder reveals what she's learned by being North's mommy.
Kourtney always says North is my lesson on this planet.
What does that mean? She's your lesson.
It means that I'm supposed to learn even more patience. She teaches me patience. She has taught me a lot about life.
All that echoes what Kim said during a May episode of the On Purpose with Jay Shetty podcast.
It is the most challenging, rewarding job on this planet. There is nothing that can prepare you. I don't care how long you wait. I don't care what you're waiting for. You are never prepared.
And of all Kim's accolades, she says it's the one thing she's most proud of.
But y'all know what? I respect Kim. I respect Kim. And I like Kim. But I respect Kim now. I don't know how, you know, her relationship and how her situation with Kanye, because I'm sure Kanye is going to say things about Kim that I just don't know. You know, I don't know her like Kanye know her. But from what I'm seeing, and I've never had nothing bad to say about Kim. I really didn't. I always thought that she was smart. I never thought that she was dumb.
You will figure it out. And it will make you so proud of yourself that you figured it out and that you got through the day.
Now, what I want to say to everybody, and I see the comments, Grill says Kim rehearsal lines. A lot of the motherly things she says are repeated by Kim. This what I do want to say I'm going to talk to the fathers. I'm going to talk to the mothers. Grill says, sorry, from Chloe. That's what I will say. I'm going to talk to the fathers and I'm going to talk to them. Well, really, this message that I'm getting ready to give is for fathers and mothers. If you are a father, if you are a mother, that's the greatest reward. Take it from me. Being a father, being a mother is the greatest reward that you can ever receive. Trust me. The love, the respect, the way that your children view you. If you are in your children's lives, that's all that matters to them. And guess what? Guess what? It don't matter how much money you may spend on a gift. It don't matter how much clothes you might buy them. None of that matters to them. The only things that matter to a child coming from their parent is that you love them and treat them right. That's all a child wants. So if you are a father and you got children, hey man, I know times are hard. I know it's hard. Even for the middle class people, even for the rich people, believe it or not, you might say, but Shane, they got money. It's easy to be a parent. It's easy to be a father when you got money. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Because a fool with money possibly can't be a good father. So it goes both ways for the fathers and mothers out there. Be a father and a mother to your child. Nothing else matters. Everything else don't matter. The love to protect them, to take care of them, and you are their superheroes. We as parents are our children's superheroes. So just remember that. I just had to throw that out there. Let me jump to the chat. The baby says, I think Kim wants North to be more in a popular spotlight and thinks that money gonna bring her happiness, but North wants dad love and a simple life. I love Kim, but she has to understand. Ann says, love and protect them. Thomas says, she's only smart between her legs, bro. Check the history. Hey, I spoke on that early on. You know what I mean? And it's no disrespect, but I said that she came into the game hoeing around. I said I respect her because she's not a dumb hoe. She's not a broke hoe. I said it. I said she's smart. And I had to use those choice of words to get my point across. Some of y'all might say, Shane, such words, yeah, it is what it is. She came into the game hoeing around. If you check the history, like my man Thomas said, just check the history and you'll see how she came in the game. She came in the game hoeing around. But that's fine with me. I ain't got no problem with a smart hoe. I got a problem with the dumb hoes. You get where I'm coming from? If you gonna be out here giving up the kitty cat, make sure you making power moves. Make sure it's gonna benefit you. Make sure you're in game. See, you just opening up your legs to any and everybody. What's your end game? But if you're going to open up your legs, make sure you got an end game and make sure your end game is to prosper. I ain't going to hold y'all that much longer, y'all. Just a few more minutes. Positive Vibe says she's still doing that. That's all she know, Positive. That's all she know. All right. Thomas says, Shank, do you know what class and race of people that spend more time with their children than any other race out here? I'm not sure, Thomas, but you can enlighten me. You can enlighten me on that question, Thomas. The baby says, I really like how you don't disrespect no one. You seem someone that wants to spread truth and love. That's all I want to do, the baby. That's all I want to do, bro. I ain't into disrespecting nobody. But I appreciate that compliment.
And his ex, Kim Kardashian, is spiraling right now.
And that's who I loved, and that's who I remember. I'll do anything to get that person back.
Kanye's wife, Bianca, recently sparked pregnancy rumors, and while nothing is official yet, sources close to Kanye are saying that he definitely wants to have a family with Bianca. However, it looks like Kanye's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, is feeling some kind of way about another woman having kids with the last name West. And during a recent episode of The Kardashians, Kim also opened up about the breakdown of her marriage and claimed that she would do anything to get the old Kanye back.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
But fans don't have a lot of sympathy for Kim, and they're saying she's desperate to keep her name attached to Kanye, especially now that Kanye and Bianca are reportedly planning for a baby. So is there really another West child on the way? And how did Kim react to rumors about Bianca's pregnancy? Let's break it down. Bianca Censori recently broke her silence for the first time on her relationship with Kanye while talking to a man who tried to get her number. And despite all the crazy rumors that have been swirling around for months, no, this marriage is not fake, and yes, Bianca is really Kanye's legal wife.
Yeah, can I get your number? For real? Oh, damn.
Sorry.
That sucks. When you marry, you can't even have friends. But I understand, though.
I'm so sorry.
It's nice meeting you, though.
Kanye and Bianca were also recently caught sharing some PDA while out and about in LA, and sources close to the couple are saying that their marriage is as solid as they come. An insider close to Kanye recently told Us Weekly that things couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca, and they're doing amazing. The source shared that Kanye feels like he finally met someone who truly gets him and loves him for the person he is. She really keeps him grounded, and he's feeling better than ever, the insider added. But there might be another reason why Kanye is feeling better than ever. And rumor has it he and Bianca are planning to expand their family. Bianca recently sparked pregnancy rumors during a trip to Tokyo with Kanye after fans noticed that she was looking a bit curvier than usual in one photo. Fans on Reddit immediately started speculating that Bianca is expecting, and many of them pointed out that if this pregnancy is real, Kim will absolutely lose it. Could you imagine how upset Kim would be if she got pregnant, one fan said? And another person added, oh, she would be livid. I don't know if Ye wants more kids, but she would be incredibly livid. I think Bianca wants kids. And while Kanye and Bianca have neither confirmed nor denied the pregnancy rumors, sources close to the couple are saying that Ye and Bianca have already talked about expanding their family, and they would love to have a child together. Bianca has already proven herself to be good with kids, and she's reportedly developed a super close bond with North. Kanye celebrated his 46th birthday in LA, and North was seen arriving at the party holding Bianca's hand. One source later told Star Magazine that North prefers Bianca's company over Ken's because Bianca is super cool, and North is allegedly getting annoyed with Ken. And according to the insider, this really gets under Ken's skin, and she can't stand to see how easily Bianca bonded with North. The source shared that Kim lost it after seeing photos of North holding Bianca's hand, and she thinks that Bianca is getting too close to her daughter. But Kim knows she can't say anything about Bianca hanging out with North because she knows fans would be quick to point out how she let her ex, Pete Davidson, tattoo her kid's initials on his neck. And even
There is the...
And one thing that I can say in situations like that, you know, the stepmommy or the stepdaddy, you know, they gonna come in and, you know, whereas though the mother or the father, you know, they might have the child, you know, discipline, you know, can't do this, can't do that. So now when the stepmommy come in or the stepdaddy come in, you know, they gonna let the child get away with things that the daddy or mommy wouldn't get away. So it's only natural that that child gonna gravitate more to the stepdaddy or stepmommy in some incidents. Not all, but in some incidents.
And now that Bianca and Kanye are going really strong and thinking of expanding their family, Kim is struggling to stay silent on the situation. And sources close to the Kardashians are saying that Kim will go crazy if Bianca is really pregnant because she wants to be the only woman to have Kanye's children. And it looks like Kim is now once again doing the most to provoke Kanye's reaction. She was recently spotted wearing Kanye's old camo jacket while running errands in LA. And if you take a closer look at these two photos of Kim and Kanye side by side, you'll see that Kim copied Kanye's entire fit, down to the Yeezy sneakers. The picture of Kanye on the right was taken on North's birthday 6 years ago. So the fact that Kim went out of her way to copy Kanye's whole look right after rumors started circulating that Bianca is pregnant definitely looks like a strategic move. But what exactly is Kim trying to do? Kanye has moved on and has a whole wife, so why is Kim still trying to provoke him? Well, one fan said, she's definitely poking the bear. I don't know if she wants him back or just wants to emotionally torture him. Others said this makes...
I mean, she got 4 kids by the man. Not to say, that plays a role in it, but I mean, she done had 4 children by the man. So I'm sure that there's still some kind of feelings there for Kanye. I mean, I'm sure of that.
Kim looked pathetic because before Kanye got married to Bianca, Kim constantly complained about him harassing her. And now that he's no longer paying her any mind, she's doing the most to get some kind of reaction.
And unfortunately, that's how it goes in these relationships. Salute, Yvette. Salute, Yvette. See, appreciate you for pulling up. Ann says 2 children, 2 clones. And it could go either way because men do it too. Men and women both do it. When your ex don't have nobody, oh yeah, it's all fine and dandy. But then soon as your ex get in a relationship with somebody, then here come all the shenanigans. Here comes the feelings really surfacing. But as long as you don't have nobody, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, or your ex-girlfriend, they cool. But the second you get somebody, that's when those feelings come out.
1000% this has more to do with his new wife than Kanye, one fan said. And another person added, it's a photo of Bianca and North holding hands. She saw it and now she's spiraling. But that's not all Kim is doing to provoke Kanye. During a recent episode of Hulu's The Kardashian, Kim broke down while discussing their divorce and claimed that Kanye changed drastically during the last couple of years of their marriage.
You okay? Not okay. It's so different than the person that I married.
Kim also insinuated that she did everything she could to save their marriage and claimed that she'd do anything to get the old Kanye back.
I just can't. That's who I loved and that's who I remember. I'll do anything to get that person back.
Now to be clear, these scenes were filmed a while back. However, the fact that Kim chose to keep them in the show after Kanye moved on and married Bianca is pretty shady on Kim's part. Also, when Kim was dating Pete Davidson, she didn't seem to care about getting the old Kanye back.
And that's what I tell people all the time. Thomas says, you got to remember, she halfway side with Hollywood calling Kanye crazy. He wasn't that crazy. He bankrolled all of that, but I can't pronounce that. Yvette says, you believe these some witches. Yvette, that's what the chat been saying, Yvette. Yvette, just what you said, that's what the chat has been saying, Yvette.
In fact, fans think that she was taunting him by using Pete and antagonizing him with North's TikToks. But as soon...
And that's one thing you cannot do, ladies and fellas. Ladies and fellas, you cannot do that. You cannot try to make your ex jealous by bringing a new man around, by bringing a new female around. Don't do that. Don't do that, because when they eventually move on and then you see them with their new boyfriend, you see them with their new girlfriend, that shit gonna hurt. That shit gonna kill you. And you ain't gonna be able to accept it.
As Kanye stopped paying attention and moved on with Bianca, Kim suddenly dropped hints again that she was really in love with Kanye and wanted to stay married to him. And now that Bianca has sparked pregnancy rumors, many believe that Kim will up her game and try to provoke Kanye with something new. However, it looks like Kanye won't be taking the bait this time. And a source close to Ye recently told The Mirror that Kanye has limited his communication with Kim. The source said that Kanye is staying away from all the drama after Kim broke down in tears over their marriage on her show, and outside of co-parenting, Kanye wants nothing to do with Kim or her family. He's co-parenting with Kim well since the divorce was finalized, but he's limited communication with the Kardashians and the outside world, the source said. The insider also revealed that Ye only uses Wi-Fi on his cell phone, so he's not receiving texts and calls straight away, and isn't scrolling on social media and seeing people's opinions or any backlash. But we all know that Kim won't give up easily, so it remains to be seen how she'll react if and when Bianca confirms her pregnancy. Meanwhile, fans are saying that Kanye and Bianca would make great parents, and at the same time, they're dragging Kim for desperately trying to get Kanye's attention. Happy to see Kanye happy and smiling more nowadays, other than crying and looking sad online, one fan said. All this man wanted was respect in a family. Congratulations to them both. Looks like Kim only wanted to be a baby mama. And another fan said about Kim, she's got what she wanted. She wanted him to leave her alone. She wanted her last name back, and now she wants to cry because he's not looking at her no more. She needs to move on. She called him a stalker. He wanted to work it out, but she didn't. But
And I remember all of that, y'all. I remember that.
how do you feel about Kanye and Bianca's rumored baby plans? And do you think that Kim is jealous because Kanye moved on? Comment down below, and don't forget.
I remember that, y'all. Thomas says, drama queen in case a lot of you don't know, her mama was. I remember, y'all. I remember when she was shitting on Kanye. Remember? She ain't want no dealings with Kanye. And see, that shit backfired. It backfired. Yvette says he don't want her no more. He got a new boo. He got a new boo. I ain't gonna hold y'all that much longer, y'all. But he got a new boo. Now, what do we know about Kanye's new boo thing?
Involved with Kanye, she's positioned as the head of architecture at his company. What people might be talking about.
All right, let's learn a little something about his new boo thing, and then we're gonna get out of here, y'all. Let's learn a little something about his new boo thing, and then we're gonna get out of here.
West's fans are bringing quite a lot of attention to his rumored wife Bianca Censori, an Australian who moved to the USA in 2020 and got a job at Yeezy. Not only is Bianca romantically involved with Kanye, she's positioned as the head of architecture at his company. What people might be talking about just as much as the pair's relationship, though, or even more, is Bianca's looks. Apparently, Bianca wasn't always the image of Kanye's famous ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and according to others, including some friends from high school, she's undergone quite the makeover over the years. There's been a lot of speculation that Bianca has underwent plastic surgery to achieve her impressive curvy figure, and it's been said from those who knew her in the past that her nose is different, her face is different, her butt is different. Hey guys, today we are diving into Bianca Censori's before and after transformation here on Before They Were Famous. I'm Michael's wife, Kara the Vampire Slayer, and over on my channel, Famous Entertainment, we do a lot of these before and after videos. So if you'd like to check out more on stars like Kim Petras, Martha Stewart, and many more, then definitely go subscribe and check those out. Now, let's get into this video. As I'm sure you already know, Kanye West had reportedly moved on from ex-Kim Kardashian, and it's rumored that the rapper is married to 27-year-old Bianca Censori, who's often spotted out and about with him. More recently, Bianca seemingly confirmed that she has indeed married Kanye after all that speculation. The two wed in a private ceremony back back in January, just 2 months after he finalized his divorce from Kim. But reports say that they failed to apply for a marriage certificate. However, more recently, Bianca put those rumors to rest as she was filmed being hit on in a clothing store, and turning down the man's advances, Bianca said, "I'm married." Bianca Sensori is an Australian from Melbourne who moved to the US in 2020. But before moving to Los Angeles, Bianca attended the University of Melbourne from 2013 to 2017 and earned her Bachelor of Architecture. Then in 2019, she went back to the university to earn her master's degree. Bianca then got a job at Yeezy in November 2020, which could be how she met Kanye in the first place. Before working at Yeezy, Bianca held other roles, including a student architect at DP Toscano Architects and a design consultant at Pelletier. One thing Kanye and Bianca appear to have in common is a love for fashion design. Bianca's also an entrepreneur and a business owner of a jewelry line named Nylons, which she started straight after graduating from high school. During an interview with ID in 2016, she explained that she created the brand after laying around with mesh, then putting crystals inside the meshing, just making really simple, thin chokers. And she went on to say, "I started selling those, and from there it slowly kept growing. Once I started architecture, I still wanted some sort of creative outlet, so I kept making jewelry as something to do on the side, and it grew into a business." Bianca has grabbed her fair share of media attention now, and much of this is due to her physical transformation from an unknown girl next door to Kanye West's new wife with a strong resemblance to his famous ex, Kim K. Bianca's life completely changed after meeting Kanye, and apparently her face and looks did as well. She went from a natural-looking schoolgirl to Kim Kardashian doppelganger to blonde bombshell. Recently, a photo surfaced on the web of Bianca before her Kanye days, and it looked completely different. Her long dark waves were a huge contrast to her short blonde pixie cut that she's currently rocking. The jaw-dropping bikini photo was shared on Reddit, where fans spoke about Bianca's changing looks. It's unclear when she chopped off her long hair and bleached it, but she was blonde when first pictured with Kanye at the start of the year. According to a high school friend from Melbourne, and as you can see in some old photos of Bianca Sensori, she didn't look as glamorous as she does today. She rocked a more natural yet still stunning look. Speaking to Nova FM, an old friend of Bianca's claimed, "Her nose is different, her face is different, her butt is different." In an older photo, we can see that when she was younger, Bianca's nose was not as pointed, her brows less shapely, and her eyes more rounded. But it seems her chest, well, it's always been the same. The friend added, "The only thing that's not different, I'd say, is her boobs. Her boobs came in early, in about year 7. Back when Bianca was a private school girl, she was reportedly always the hot girl in the popular group, but still very sweet," the friend said. She added she was lovely, she was always, giving everyone the time of day. Other high school friends claimed she was a social butterfly, the kind of girl who was friends with everyone, and noted that she was never an intimidating mean girl. However, Bianca never looked as Kardashian as she does now. Once Bianca started appearing with Kanye, her looks definitely changed. These days, she wants fuller lips, more shapely eyebrows, and even a chew.
Do y'all think that it's a competition thing? What y'all think? I see y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think it's a competition thing?
Bone structure, just like the reality.
What y'all think? We almost up out of here, y'all. We almost up out of here, y'all.
Just like the reality TV star and ex-wife of Kanye, Kim Kardashian. In 2020, the year Bianca received her master's degree, Kanye turned to Instagram and headhunted her, apparently, to be the head of architecture for Yeezy. In 2022, he paid tribute to her in a song called Sensory Overload. Since then, she was spotted on several occasions looking nearly identical to Kim K. Bianca's thick dark hair, hourglass figure, cat eyes, and plump lips instantly brought on comments of comparison from the media media, and her style even mirrored Kim's on many occasions. For instance, in May 2022, Bianca was spotted at a fashion show for Balenciaga, which Kim is coincidentally a brand ambassador for, and she was wearing an outfit that brought on double takes from the public. Bianca's hair was in a slick bun, she wore a skin-tight bodysuit, silver boots, and black sunglasses, all pieces that have become synonymous with Kardashian and her famous family. These constant comparisons might have been something that provoked Bianca to ultimately cut off all her hair into a pixie cut and bleach it blonde. In terms of what work Bianca has done, she hasn't confirmed anything, but there has been a lot of speculation. Even professionals on TikTok are chiming in with their opinions, and many seem to make a lot of sense. It appears that with Bianca's very hourglass figure and flat stomach, that she probably had a BBL or Brazilian butt lift, and maybe some liposuction. And in case you didn't know, according to the American Board of Plastic Surgery, a BBL is a specialized fat transfer procedure that augments the size and shape of the buttocks without implants. Excess fats removed from the hips, abdomen, lower back, or thighs with liposuction.
What y'all think? What y'all think?
And a portion of this fat is then strategically injected into the buttocks. So there you have that. Some of Bianca's recent outings, though, sparked rumors that she may have gotten work done on her face because she's been spotted covering up head to toe. More specifically, covering her entire face with a head wrap. I don't know what that's all about, but there's no proof so far that she's gotten any other work done to her face. However, it does seem that Bianca probably gets Botox injections as well as lip fillers to achieve that plump look she has. But for today, that is going to wrap up this special edition of
Wow. Wow. Ron says the Blanco man is 20,000 to 50,000 years old via the SLC carbon inhibitor haplogroup. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Thomas says yes. Wow. Wow. Do y'all think Kanye can do better? What y'all think? Do y'all think Kanye could have done better when he got with Kim? Do y'all think he could do better with old girl that he got now? Do y'all think Kim used Kanye to get, get her family, to that point where they're at? Do y'all think the new one, Bianca, is using Kanye? What do y'all think? Do y'all think it's a play? Do y'all think the industry execs could be behind this? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I mean, Kanye is or was one of the producers because Jay had more producers, but Kanye was the man behind a lot of Jay-Z's classic hits. Positive Vibe says Kanye just needs to stay single for a while and get himself together. You know what, Positive Vibes? I agree. And sometimes us men and women, we do need to take that advice, what Positive Vibe says. Some of us, we do need to take that advice. We need to, and it's not so much of the other person that we may be getting into a new relationship with, but it's for us. It's for you. It's for you to have some me time. It's for you to have some she time. Look, let me get myself together because relationships are draining. Relationships are draining. A relationship can drain you, especially if it's a toxic relationship. A toxic relationship will drain the hell out of you. If you were a man that's miserable, if you were a man that's toxic, that man will drain the hell out of you. Vice versa. If you were a woman and that woman is toxic and miserable, that woman is going to drain the hell out of you. Tommy says, when your name is Kanye West, women are not going to let you take a break. You know? And it's like Jay. I think me and Tommy had this conversation yesterday about Jay. Beautiful says, you ain't lying, Shank. We had this conversation about Jay. Like, Jay made some smart moves. I mean, at the end of the day, it's chess and it's not checkers. But Jay made some smart moves. I mean, look at who he wifed up. He wifed up Beyonce. Now, there's a lot to say about Beyonce, you know, but a good choice that he made. Now back to what, you know, I was saying as far as Beautiful. Tommy says, Jay-Z seriously insinuated himself the right way. Correct. Now, like what I was saying as far as Beautiful, we got to take time for ourselves. Beautiful says, who has the control though, Tommy, the man or woman? It's a choice. Take a break, turn the woman down. Salute, Marie. Salute, Marie. Appreciate you for pulling up, Marie. The toxic. And let me put this out there. In the relationship, we may have been the toxic one. In the relationship, we may have been the one that was miserable. My last relationship, I may have been the one that was miserable. My current relationship, I might be the one that's miserable and toxic. So that's another thing that we all have to focus in on. We can't just pinpoint things that our girlfriend is doing, our wife is doing, our boyfriend is doing, our husband is doing, our baby father, our baby mother. It's easy. It's easy for me to pinpoint what my old lady is doing wrong. That's easy. But can I be truthful with myself? Can I be honest with myself? And can I look in the mirror at myself? And can I say to myself, salute the full life, salute. Can I say to myself and be honest with myself and see how I can be a better boyfriend, how I can be a better husband? It starts with accountability. But the accountability starts with self. It starts with self. And I got news for y'all. Cheating in a relationship ain't the only thing that you can do wrong. Some of us feel like, Shank, I don't cheat on my wife. Shank, I don't cheat on my husband. You know, that's just a small part of the relationship. What else in the relationship, like for a man, and I see y'all down there in the chat, for a man has to say what he mean, and he has to mean what he say. For a man, you can't be making all these promises to your woman. Let me just say that. For a man, you can't be making promises to your woman that you are not going to fulfill, because a woman, she's going to listen to you. She's going to listen when you sell her all these dreams. Don't think that your woman is slow. Don't think that your woman is dumb. Don't think that you're getting one past your woman. It's the love that your woman have for you that keeps her there. And she's hoping. She's just hoping. And believe it or not, a lot of women are praying to God. One thing I learned about women are some of the most praying creatures on this earth. So she's praying to God that your ass get it right. So don't get it twisted, fellas. And think, you know, yeah, I got this past her. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing that. Man, what did R. Kelly say in that song? When a woman's fed up, your ass gonna be somewhere crying, screaming, calling Shank Rock up. Hey, Shank Rock, my old lady just left me, Shank Rob. Man, can you talk some sense into her, Shank? She be listening to you, Shank. When I be having you on, my wife, she be right there listening. Shank, can you talk to her? Nope, I can't. When a woman is fed up, she's gone. So for the fellas, we can't make promises that we are not going to fulfill. For the fellas, we do have to play our part. Some relationships, the fellas, we are expected to bring the whole 100%. When I say the whole 100%, that's bills. That's taking care of bills. Some relationships, we might have to take on the whole responsibility. Other relationships, it might be 50-50. Regardless of what it is that we supposed to bring to the table, fellas, we got to bring that to the table. Fellas, we can't make no excuses. Fellas, if we got to go and get 2 9-to-5 jobs, fellas, if we got to get out in the streets and make some things happen in the streets, however it may be, we got to fulfill. We got to do our duties. We can't expect our woman to give us all that good loving. You know, some of y'all expect y'all woman to give y'all head every day, every night, but y'all ain't bringing in no groceries. Some of y'all expect y'all women to let y'all hit it from multiple positions and so forth and so forth. Nah. Fellas, we got to step up our game in these relationships. I ain't forgot y'all ladies. Don't think I'm letting y'all asses off the hook. Because ladies, just like the fellas got to play their part, y'all got to play y'all part. And I'm going to tell y'all ladies, if y'all learn one thing, and I'm going to give y'all this, and I'm giving it to y'all asses for free. So y'all better take this advice from the old man and y'all better run with this. Because I'm tired of giving y'all free game. It's only one thing that makes a difference in that relationship. If you really want your man to give you his all, if you really want that man to love you like you want him to love you, all you got to do, ladies, are y'all listening? All you got to do, ladies, is appreciate your man. Fellas, am I lying? Ladies, all y'all got to do is show appreciation to your man. Now, you'll have to get with your man. Because each man might want some appreciation done differently. You know, some men might want it this way. Some men might want it that way. But ladies, that's all we want. All we want is appreciation. That's it. I know me. You show me some appreciation. Oh, woman, you got my mind, you got my body, and you got my soul. That's a joke, but y'all get what I'm saying. Just show us some appreciation. All right? Just show us some appreciation. Look, y'all, I got to get out of here. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Still Swinging Podcast. I appreciate all my new subbies. Everybody that's new to the platform, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, subscribing. Everyone is welcome over here. I don't discriminate. I do not discriminate. Even the trolls are welcome over here. Just respect my moderators. Respect the chat. And most and foremost, respect me. Do not use no profanity in the chat. Do not use profanity in the chat. Do not cuss in the chat. Do not disrespect my moderators. Everybody's opinion Everybody's perspective is welcome. I don't have no problem if you disagree with me. I don't have no problem if you disagree with my moderators. I don't have a problem if you disagree with the popular vote that's in the chat. It's okay to disagree. We learn to agree to disagree. Please, everyone, just be respectful and don't use no profanity. Salute everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m. or either 5 p.m. Eastern time. Salute everybody.